Thank you, sir. And a big story we've been keeping an eye on all day long here. Tensions are remaining high in Illinois one day after a dash cam police footage was released to the public. And the footage, if you haven't seen it yet, it does show a white police officer fatally shooting a black teenager, and this happened back in 2014.
The tape triggered protests on the streets of Chicago that lasted into the morning, and the veteran officer involved is now charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah, this has been a developing story. 37-year-old police officer Jason Van Dyke, a 14-year veteran of the force, turned himself in yesterday. Chicago city officials and community leaders have been bracing for the release of this video, fearing that there would be some sort of a backlash that occurred in areas like Ferguson, Missouri, after young black men were slain by police or died in police custody.
But despite a few arrests last night, most of those protests were heated, they're saying, but also peaceful. The question now is whether protest efforts will be enough to address the issue that authorities took more than a year to share this footage and charge that officer who shot an entire magazine into the teen even after he had fallen to the ground. The family of the victim, 17-year-old Laquan McDonald, is calling for calm in this case. A total of 5 people have been arrested from protesting so far. I've seen the video, and I don't think that there's any question that this officer was wrong in shooting him the number of times that he did and why he shot him. I think what may be the most questionable about this entire case is how long the city of Chicago took in releasing the information, releasing the footage, right,
and then how long they took in charging the officer. I think that's what's really upset a lot of people in this case.
Absolutely. Well, it makes sense that they didn't charge till they, or, that those two things came together. But why didn't both of those things come earlier, releasing the tape and charging? I feel like in these other cases, we've seen that happen much more quickly. Right. And this one took a while.
Absolutely. So we'll keep you posted on that, and we'll have much more on that coming up in some of our later newscasts. Another interesting story here that's been a big talker. New pressure on the Boy Scouts of America as a group of young people in California are asking a chapter there in California to allow girls to be in the Boy Scouts as full-time members. I'm a little iffy on this.
I'm a little iffy on this one too, and I think people would be surprised at that about me, but this push comes 4 months after the Boy Scouts made history by allowing gay adults to become scout leaders, so this is the new thing.
You're really close.
They call their group the Unicorns. These 6 young girls are teaching themselves how to build a campfire because they say it's the sort of thing they didn't learn in the Girl Scouts.
I got jealous of what my brother got to do because he's a Boy Scout.
10-year-old Ella Jacobs and her friend Allie Westover decided they were more interested in what the boys were doing. So last fall they started participating in activities alongside a local Boy Scout troop.
I really like competitions and I really enjoy competitive nature and also working in teams, and so being in Boy Scouts, it gave me the opportunity to work with boys and girls alike in a competitive nature.
And then we tied clove hitches on.
They got so good at competing with the boys, this past spring they won 2nd place in a major scouting competition with other Boy Scout groups.
Do you think that maybe was hard for some of the boys to take?
Yes. I think they were all a little surprised that we could do the same things that they could.
News of the girls' participation reached the local Boy Scout Council, which last month barred them from further scouting activities.
They're just being discriminatory and not nice.
It's a big word, discriminatory. What makes you think that?
Because we're girls. They're saying because we're a different gender, we shouldn't be allowed, I guess, to do the same thing boys can.
How does it make you feel?
Kind of sad, mad.
Ella's mom, Danelle, herself a Boy and Girl Scout leader, helped the girls formally apply to become Boy Scouts. Last week, they were rejected.
I don't think that having girls join and having a co-ed program necessarily destroys that tradition.
In a statement, the Boy Scouts of America tells CBS This Morning, "We understand that the values and the lessons of scouting are attractive to the entire family. However, Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts are year-round programs for boys and young men."
We totally need marshmallows here.
Would definitely like your opinion on that story. Feel free to email us on Facebook. Let us know what you think about that. We'll keep you posted on the developments. But in the meantime, we've got Carla Castillo here with us to talk about a big story that you're working on for tonight on News 3 at 10.
When did this all start? This is about how much College Station police officers are getting paid.
Yes, several months ago, I don't know if y'all remember me talking about it, that I'd heard from some friends who are over at CSPD. These are decorated veterans, you know, who've been with the police department for years, love this city, love the community, love working there. They were a little concerned that they might not be getting enough money this next budget year, fiscal year. And this was right around when the city was crunching numbers and trying to determine what departments were going to get what. And it was more of a, it wasn't kind of a gripe that they came to us about. It was more of a, we are losing some people because they are going to other cities. Because bottom line is they need to take care of their own families. And there's a study that the city did that commissioned, and it says that College Station police on average are getting paid less than some departments across the state that are some good comparable city departments where that they looked at cities that are comparable in size, also fast growing, possibly a university setting. So we're not talking in the middle of West Texas, no offense to West Texas, but they looked at different factors, and CSPD is getting paid less.
But there was some response from the city. There has been a pay increase in some way?
There has been, and that's exactly what we'll look into tonight at 10. And what I gather from the city of College Station, obviously, I mean, and I like to joke, I'm a journalist, so I don't know anything about math and all the numbers. They have a $300 million budget they are working with. And I spoke with city manager Kelly Templin, who said, I understand this is not a problem that we can fix, or an issue, I should say, that we can just throw a ton of money at, because we don't have the money. Realistically, back in 2008, the city had to lay off 59 employees because of that, you know, awful recession. They're still building back from that. And as we build, and one of the good things and bad things is College Station, their property tax rate, one of the lowest in the state. But then you need to look at how you generate more of that revenue to pay not only your police department, your IT guys and gals, wastewater treatment, all these departments. And I should say that this is not an issue, unfortunately, that's exclusive to the police department. We've heard of other departments that also want a little bit more money. But Mr. Templin also mentioned this is not a problem that's exclusive to College Station. Everywhere he's worked, they've had to figure this out.
And not exclusive to the police department, but it certainly jumps out because the lead story here at 4 o'clock was about an officer who may have done something wrong. So we want the best officers that we have on our streets, and not to be recruited by someplace else because of more money. Carla, we're definitely interested in seeing this and look forward to that coming up tonight on News 3 at 10. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Stay with us. We have House Call.